but I do want to talk about the war with Iran. You both share some common ground on this, actually. Congressman Cuellar, you've kind of bucked your party a little bit here in that you have credited the president for these strikes, but cautioning a time limit. I believe you said you'd give the president 30 days. We're coming up on that deadline now here. What's your assessment of the current situation?
Yeah, you know, when you look at the 1973 war powers, it talked about 60 days. So some of us followed a 30-day, where Congress should come in and play a role. I just felt that at that time, when our men and women were out there, you got to look at the military operations, the realities on the ground. So I thought it was important to give the president a little bit of space. But I sit on defense appropriations.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, without going into some details, some of the classified briefings, that if you don't get answers to what are the clear objectives, what is your exit, we know how many vessels, we know how many things that we've destroyed, we understand, but what is the exit? What are the clear objectives? And I think it's very, very important that we have that.
Do you think you've gotten that from the administration yet? Okay.
No. And I can tell you, we asked some of those very specific questions at classified briefings, and the answers we got were general in nature. And like I said, I want to give the president time. Any president, we got to give him time while we do that conflict. But after a while, Congress plays a role, and I think 30 days should be sufficient time to get some of the answers. And on top of that, we're going to get a supplemental. Again, I sit on defense appropriations. We haven't got that yet. You just can't say $200 billion and just write a blank check.
Yeah, Congressman Jimenez, is Congressman Cuellar's concern valid here?
Oh, I think they're valid, but also I have a clear knowledge, or at least indication of what the objectives are. The objectives are to make sure that Iran can no longer pose a threat to its neighbors in the world with ballistic missiles, that Iran can never possess a nuclear weapon, and then some kind of change in the government, okay? And so, although that one is the third objective, and maybe that's not reachable. Now, for me, I'm a lot more aggressive than probably some of my colleagues, okay? We're at the 20-yard line. I want to score a touchdown. I don't want to kick a field goal. Kick a field goal means we're going to overtime, we're going to do it again. And so the only way that we score a touchdown is we actually do change the regime. And then